Ladies and gentlemen, in today's story, we are going to talk about the Canadian military, virtue signaling, getting woke. Well, the Canadian people on Twitter let the military know what they think about our armed forces getting woke. The Canadian military got ratioed, but it doesn't end there. They got ratioed so bad that they limited the comments. They turned the comments off. And then the comments got so savage that the Canadian military started hiding people's replies. Yes, censorship. They started censoring the comments of the people. And one of those people that got censored in this whole ordeal was none other than Mr. Viva Frei, who I spoke to yesterday, who gave me a couple of comments. I have an exclusive interview clip with Viva Frei telling us kind of what happened, so you will not want to miss this video. The Canadian government is censoring us. But before we start this video, ladies and gentlemen, I will need you guys to subscribe to my channel. I need you guys to put the notifications on, because in Canada, our internet's about to be censored. The government is about to control our algorithms. So the only way to combat this is subscribe to the Pleb, turn on notifications. I will bring you the real stories. This is not CTV. This is not CTV. This is the Pleb Reporter, the only trusted name in news. All right, let's get on with the story. Ladies and gentlemen, so today's story starts with a tweet from the Canadian military that definitely got Twitter going crazy. This is the tweet that they put out. Today, on International Transgender Day of Visibility, we reaffirm our commitment to providing an open and exclusive working environment that allows Canadians to serve their country with pride and foster a culture where everyone is free to be their authentic selves. Well, Twitter definitely had some comments about this tweet. Here are some of the comments that people had to say regarding this tweet from the Canadian military. For example, we have one here from Andrea Michelina saying, "This is our flag. We have one and one only, and it's all inclusive already." 1,900 likes. So this ratioed the military. We have more ratios from the people here. We have another one from Chris Soda saying, "Your job is to promote national defense, not promote irrational nonsense. Signed, taxpayers." Huh. We have another that one has another 1,900 likes. We have another ratio here, okay, from SAS Colonizer saying, "We have an army ? The Rainbow Brigade, man in a dress equals fit to serve. Man without that V word, I won't say it for the algorithm, equals not fit to serve." Exactly. So, so if you're in the Rainbow Brigade, you are qualified to serve. But if you didn't get the jibber jab, you don't belong in the military. Does that not sound inclusive to you? We have another comment here from Chris saying, this government is pathetic. So the comments were absolutely savage towards the Canadian military. So the Canadian military had to go and issue a response, okay, to this. So they went and replied to their own tweet here saying, "The Canadian Army supports the dignity and inclusion of all persons part of our military ethos. Every member of the One Army team is entitled to work in an environment where they feel safe and respected. Comments that are derogatory or hateful in nature will be removed." What? Wow. Any comments that are not nice, the government is censoring them? This is how the government's dealing with this issue? Okay, so they're only putting more gasoline into the fire. But the Canadian military came out with another tweet. Another tweet here, they responded to themselves saying, "For those who are willing to accept all people with the One Army team, including Indigenous people, women, visible minorities, people with disabilities, members of the LGBT communities, and all our support for them, we suggest you no longer follow this page." Wow. So the Canadian military told people that if you don't agree with us, stop following us. Wow. So much for having a discussion like adults. We cannot even offer our opinions. If, we don't like their policy, the government says, "Shut up, unfollow." And they would probably block you if they could. They did block a few people during this exchange, which maybe we'll talk about later. But Viva Frei, none other than Mr. Viva Frei, put out a tweet here. If you'll look at this, Now the Canadian Army has restricted replies and is actively hiding my replies and the replies of others that they don't like. This is outrageous. Care to report on it, CBC News? Even if it's to condone active state censorship for the greater good? Share this away. It deserves public ridicule and humiliation. So here are some of the comments that Viva Frei said that were so bad, according to the government, that they had to go hide replies. They had to go censor the posts. It's ridiculous. Like, look, first of all, look at the ratio they were getting there. 931 comments to 287 likes. Yes, the government was getting ratioed so bad that they had to go turn off the comments. But here's one of Viva Frei's comments here from CTV News, just pointing out the fact that, military soldiers lost their jobs because they did not want to take a medical procedure. And Viva Frei says shameless virtue signaling hypocrites, which he's 100% right. 100% right. The government and the military only wants to be inclusive when it works for them. But, when it came to the medical procedure, inclusivity gets completely thrown out the window. And thank you, Viva Frei, for calling out that hypocrisy. Look, that comment, that's like a perfectly fine comment. I don't see anything disrespectful. Look at the bottom there. This reply was hidden by the original author. They deleted his comment. Viva Frei called out the hypocrisy of the military firing people because they didn't want to take a medical procedure, and they hid the comment. How crazy is that? Viva Frei even had another comment that ratioed the military right here. For yourselves are willing to unaccept all people. You truly are a disgrace and have made a mockery of the Canadian Army. 100% true. So I wanted to talk to Viva about this. I sent him a text and said, hey, Viva, can you send me a video and kind of explain to me in 2 minutes kind of what happened, your side of the story, what the Canadian government is doing. And you know what? Viva was so nice that he said, no problem. He recorded a video for the Pleb's audience and the Pleb while he was driving his car. Okay? That's how awesome of a guy Viva is. He sent me a video to explain what happened with this Canadian Army turning off the comments while he was driving. Okay, that's a good dude right there. So let's roll the clip. Let's see what Viva has to say about this whole situation with the Canadian Army. All right, Viva Frei, what happened? What happened with this tweet? Can you explain to me what happened, Viva?
On March 31st, 2023, the Canadian Army, through their verified Twitter account, put out a tweet on Transgender Visibility Day. I don't know if it's yet an official federal recognized day, but whatever. They put out a tweet saying how they accept all people and diversity into the army of one, capitalized term. And they put this tweet out on Transgender Visibility Day to virtue signal so hard that it would put I don't know who to shame. And I replied to their tweet saying that this Canadian Army implemented a vaccine policy which resulted in kicking out of Army men and women who were not vaccinated. And when they're preaching tolerance, ideological tolerance, they seem to have implemented a policy that has, as a matter of fact, a disparate impact on ethnic minorities, Black Canadians, Indigenous Canadians, Latino Canadians, while they purport to preach tolerance. Then, apparently, they got ratioed so bad, they restricted replies on their initial shameful tweet. And then, worse still, the Canadian Army official Twitter handle started hiding replies from Canadian citizens, tax-paying Canadian citizens. I'm talking about myself here. They started hiding our replies so that other Canadians and the rest of the world could not see replies from Canadian citizens whose tax dollars pay the Canadian Army in response to their idiotic tweet. You seem to have weaponized the Canadian Army against Canadian citizens and disgraced the Canadian Army at the international scale. Well done. I would take my hands off and slow clap, but 10 to 2 for safe driving. Thank you.
Here's your slow clap, Viva. Great work as usual. One of my favorite people in the world, Viva Frei. Gotta love seeing the people ratioing the government. This is from the man himself, Viva Frei, letting us know what happened. Thank you for sending me this video, Viva. What do you guys think of this? What do you guys think of the Canadian military going woke? Does that make you feel comfortable as a Canadian citizen, knowing that our military is woke? Do you think Vladimir Putin is scared of our woke army? You think President Xi is scared of our woke army with pronouns? Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Also, let me know what you guys think about the Canadian military deleting people's replies now, like people's comments to them, which are like totally just calling out their hypocrisy. No swear words, no foul language, just deleting comments because their hypocrisy got called out. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. If you like this kind of content, subscribe to my channel. It helps. The government doesn't like the pleb. They're going to censor me with Bill C-11. Subscribe to my channel. The pleb will see you at the next video.